Hello, everyone. So, welcome back to my podcast, Awakened Souls. I do not have a guest this week. It's been a slow month. Like January, I think everybody is sleeping um, the whole month. It has been very slow for people to get back with me. I've just seen a lot of people saying everything's not going to move until March, which it does feel like that right now. It feels cold and just stay in the house. And yesterday I just sat and just watched two um, movies about falling in love. It was so beautiful. I don't ever do a lot of just watching movies. I'm always doing spirituality or working or doing something. And yesterday I just relaxed and was with myself and just had some peace. And that's what I feel like the world's doing right now. I think all the world is like going inside. And I was just watching, I'm not into, or I am getting into astrology, but I was just watching about it. And it said that yesterday, Pluto, which I don't really know, but is going into Aquarius for 20 years. So it's supposed to be something about humanity. Like we're all going to get together as one and be more awakened and bring more humanity to this world. And that's what I've been trying to do. And I know we all have been trying to do this just to bring love and awareness and compassion to where there hasn't been any for years. And that's another thing I wanted to talk about. So today I'm just talking about whatever. So whatever comes up, what's been going on with me this month, triggers have been going on. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that because the triggers that have been coming up, I have been learning. I've been just like writing these down, saying, okay, where has this come from? Why is this happening? And all of our triggers are like a mirror to tell us to, so we can learn from them. So, like when all this stuff was happening to me, I was getting triggered. I actually got my candida back. And one of the things about candida is we all have candida in our body, but if we have an overgrowth, um it's like yeast. That's what it is. It's yeast. It's in our ears, in our nose, in our mouths, and on our vajayjays. So anyway, and probably goes down our esophagus and all the things. But one, I had it before because I had toxic mold. If anybody knows, I had toxic mold, and I had to get rid of it. That's when I got the imbalance of candida, and I could not got like rid of 90% of it, but the rest of it I couldn't get rid of it, and that's when I had to go to a hypnotist. And it was the stress, the emotional part of it. Um, I didn't look at that. I was looking at, oh, what the doctor said, what the diet said, but I never looked at the emotional part. Well, then when I did the emotional part, I got over it. I got done. I actually balanced my nervous system, basically. So what happened is when I got triggered about 2 weeks ago, oh my gosh, in one day, it just flooded back. So that day, I remember eating a lot of sugar, not a lot of sugar, but like I drank a chocolate drink that had sugar in it. Plus, I ate pancakes with syrup, which I never do. I don't even know I did that. And then I had got in an argument and I could just feel my body like shaking and shaking, and adrenaline is what it was, adrenaline or whatever chemicals was going through my body. And that night, and that for the next 2 or 3 days, I the candida was flaring, and I was journaling. I go, this is all related. And I'm glad that I was so aware now that I can notice that, because then I calmed down on my diet. I haven't had sugar for like a couple weeks. But not only that, I've been working on my nervous system, calming down, not doing too much. Like yesterday, I could feel my body stressing, saying, you're doing too much, you're working too much. And I said, I can't. I have to go lay down. And I laid down for hours and just rested and got my mind out of, you know, like I said, I don't usually watch TV, but I said, well, I'm going to watch some, love stories that will get my mind out of anything. And it did, because when we're watching TV, we're like hypnotized. So we're hypnotized on something, and I'd rather be hypnotized on love than anything, because that's what rules this world anyway. Love. If hopefully everybody sees this in the whole humanity, and then we can all just live like that in love. But if you've ever had, not candida, just any disease, it always has emotional aspect to it, you guys. Always. And that hasn't came up for me. I haven't been triggered for years. Not years. I do get little triggers, but not enough to where it was like full blown, brought me back to childhood. Like, oh my God, my body was almost saying, I'm getting attacked. I'm getting attacked. And it was, giving me the adrenaline, I guess that's what it would be, to attack, run, do whatever I had to. But I didn't. I just knew exactly what to do this time. And in other parts of my life, I didn't know what to do. And I was like, why do I have this? And going to every doctor trying to find out. This time I knew, I cleared it up, and it's gone. Um, but I still just want to be careful, because here's the thing. I live with my mom right now. And so I live with family members. When I lived at my house and I was safe, I even wrote this out this morning. How did I feel at my house? I was safe, secure, it was my space, my thing. And now you're living at somebody else's house, and it's their thing, and how they like it, and triggers. And I'm like, oh my gosh. But in the situation that is happening in my life right now with my mom and my grandma and all the other things, this is the best place for me to be, even that it's not my own. I do have my own space and my own place away from everybody. It's almost like a little corner of the house. My mom lives in this 4-bedroom, 3-bath house, so I have a huge area, but it's not your own, and but there's some illness and some things that are happening that right now I'm supposed to be here. I always believe that God leads me where I'm supposed to be. So Florida, I know I was there for the peace and the quiet and the connection, and it's harder to get connection here. Not that I don't. I do meditate every day, and I try to get quiet and do my own thing, but I'm not triggered, I guess, as much when I'm by myself or in my own home or whatever. So, but I'm not learning there too. I mean, I'm learning different things. Like I'm getting downloads and gifts, um, I guess more often from God. This is reality. Like I'm getting hit by the triggers, and like, okay, you're going to learn this way right now. So it's always learning, but it's always learning. And sometimes I'm tired, so I'm just like, you're sitting and watching TV all day and getting everything off your mind, which was amazing. But let me know, you guys, how is your January feeling? It's like, to me, it just feels like I'm working, I'm serving. I'm serving for sure. I'm working. I'm haven't I've done my podcast. I've reached out to people to want to be on it. It seems like they're slow. I'll talk to you at the end of the month, maybe February. It seems like this year is going, okay, I'm not going to breathe until March, which is totally fine with me, because I can get on the podcast every Sunday and talk and do all the things. And I kind of want to do that more, because eventually it's probably just going to be me. I can't, unless I'm interviewing everybody in the world. But I always love to bring all the stuff that I've went through, because I know if I'm going through it, we're all going through it. I just believe that for everybody. I believe, everybody's going through triggers. Everybody's going through learning stuff. Everybody's in situations that they don't always want to be, but they have to accept. Not always allowing myself to have what I want. And I cleared that up, and things started flowing. So much stuff has been happening to me in January. And I heard a lady the other day that said, we're moving into a phase of Aquarius where we're not going to be able to control everything. I mean, it's just going to be like well, we're up leveling, manifesting quicker. It's like, I can't really explain how it is. It's just like everything, just go with the flow, basically. Is because she said she didn't even want to do a podcast. Like, she didn't have motivation. She just wanted to, just be. And I feel like that is for everyone right now. Anybody I'm talking to is just like, I just want to be. It's cold. I'm staying in the house. I don't want to get out. Um, because I think a lot of the world's cold right now. I know we are. It's been like in zero. This morning it was 1 or 2. And I've been out working every morning in this stuff. And it's not too bad. My car's really warm. I've got heated seats, heated steering wheel, all the thing. Thank God, because then I probably wouldn't be out there. But so it is working out for me. Um, and because it's snowing, we've made like double the money. So, and as we should, because people are giving us bigger tips because it's snowing out. Thank God. I even told my son today, I said, if it was me, on the other hand, I would be giving tips to everybody, because that's just me. I would. I wouldn't want to just get people out in the cold, freezing for nothing. But there's a lot of people that's out there that's not kind and loving, but I don't believe that they know. I believe that that's what they were taught. I think everybody's kind and loving and compassionate underneath all of the programs. So I don't know. I just wanted to tell you guys like a little bit that I was going through for the month. Um, I know we'll have more people on. It's just right now, everybody's just, there's a lot of people on vacation, I've noticed. Um, I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. But anyway, I always love getting on and talking. And if you guys have anything like suggestions of what you guys want to hear, if you want to ask me any questions, I'd love to do that. Somebody actually messaged me and said, "What do you think a great podcast would be for this person?" And I should talk about this more too. But I said, people love to talk about getting together with a man. Um, I was married for 26 years, so I'm not trying to get together with a man right now. Actually, I'm having more fun than I've ever had in my life without a man. Not that, if a man, was kind, loving, compassionate, and I could be with him, then I'm going to I'm going to let it flow if that's how it goes. But I noticed that online that a lot of people want to know where their other person is, know where their twin flame is, whatever the twin flame means, or the soulmate, or, where are they? Where are they? And I always tell people this, and they might not like this, but you have to work on yourself first. Have yourself be the one you want to fall in love with. Be like, so for me, I would find somebody that talks a lot, likes to have fun. And actually, my husband was funny a lot of the times. He just had some drug issues and childhood trauma. And at the end, was so neat about this is he came to me and he said, "I know the reason I can't be with you is because of my mother and the trauma." So, and he told me he wasn't going to do the spirituality. He was never going to do that. And I said, "That's fine. You don't have to." But I was already into it. But he did come to me and tell me that. And I was like, at least he was aware. At least he was aware of it. Now, he's never changed that. And he's still in relationships with people that, act like his mother, basically. Um, but he's aware of it. And that's another thing. And just aha moment. Sometimes we're aware of stuff and we just don't know how to change it. Or it's hard to change. My life has been hard to change because I've had to say no to kids and no to moms and no to dads and no to family members. And I've lost it. As of today, every friend that I have are no longer my friend. Or not every friend, but a childhood friend, gone. They don't understand me. And I love these people. I'm the kind of person that I love you regardless if you understand me or not. I just, as long as you don't hurt me, I won't hurt you. So, if you're not stabbing me in the back and I'm not stabbing you in the back, that's fine. We're cool. But but I've got so much backslash from your spirituality and you're trying to change your life. And I don't think that they hate me. I think they're just scared of who I am now and I'm not that person anymore. I'm actually not that person anymore. So I'm a whole different person. Also, this I've been watching the astrology and they said everybody's going to be coming into their whole new lives. So I I'm not sure what that's going to look like for me, but I know I want it to be more online and not so much working. Not that this isn't work. This is work and getting it ready, putting it up, writing stuff down. I mean, it's kind of more like office work, I can say, and mental work because you're meditating, you're downloading, you're learning experiences um, throughout your life to listen and be aware of your life every day and then put it online and people don't know if you're crazy or not. That I would call work or inspiring, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, um, I love doing it because I think that it helps people learn. It helps people learn. Plus, me putting it out there, I can look back on it and say, I remember when I changed that belief and I changed that belief. Because no, regardless, I have so many more beliefs that I want to change. I do. Because if I didn't, I would already have everything that I already wanted. And I kind of say that like I don't have everything I want. I do have a good life. I have a good life. I have a good family. Um, I have my children. I have my grandchildren. I do have a good life. I guess I put it on myself. Hello, Izzy. Izzy. My Izzy doesn't like some people that's coming in the house. Come here. She's getting triggered too. So the dog has had some emotional problems. So since we've lived here, not only have I been triggered, but the dog's being triggered. So I've been looking at her triggers too. So anyway, I guess I better get off here. Thank you guys for being on here, and I will talk to you next week. Thank you. Bye.